Today we're going to talk about what I call the Star Wars health secret, building your Jedi Council for healthy high performance. And boy, if you really want to go to the next level, and I want to congratulate you for getting this far along in the course, we're getting into what we call really into the optimization style. Because at the end of the day, there's only so much you can generalize with your program. You are going to need specifics to take yourself to that super high level of performance. And virtually every high performer I know has a variety of go-to people, if you will, that allows them to figure out what's the right step for them, where do they get the best results, and how do they optimize the results. So let's go back here. So we call this the Jedi Council. And basically, this is your team, if you will. And the reason why, we've been able to have such great results is because of the team. It's all about the team, the people that you assemble in your sphere of influence, and the decisions that you can make from that. Because no one person can know everything. So the first person I'd put on this is your naturopathic doctor. Now, most people have an MD. And if you're doing this course, as we recommend, you would already got approval from your MD that you can do the course. But an ND, so we'll put that's an ND. Basically, this is a doctor that is trained specifically in more natural methodologies as opposed to giving you surgery or drugs. Essentially, that's primarily the range of the MD, right? That's what they call, prescription medication, or we'll put that down there so you just understand the difference. Prescription, surgery, these type of things. Naturopathic doctor looks at herbs, looks at methodologies, looks at vitamin therapy, various detoxification protocols, all from a natural method. So that is your number one person on that list. They do your regular testing, maybe hormonal tests, urinalysis, just to give you a regular feedback on what's going on in you biochemically. The next person I would put on here is your chiropractor. Now, chiropractor is, some people call this a controversial subject, but the reality is this. There's a big difference between a great chiropractor, or a good one. And basically, it's largely in part the amount of care, time, and effort they're going to put into you. I would avoid going to the chiropractors that have, one little adjustment and then, come back 3 times a week for the next year. Kind of stay away from that one. A really good chiropractor, particularly if you're in the sports side, they'll crack everything in your body from your toes right up to your head. And I have a guy that we call the Wizard, and I'll tell you, literally I travel a lot. I fly all over the world. I fly into Vancouver to see the Wizard specifically because he's probably my number one. He also is a great muscle tester. We'll talk about that in just a moment. The next person on your list, I think, would be a Chinese acupuncturist. So there's acupuncture and there's acupressure. So if you want to go find out the benefits, I would suggest going to an acupressure. Maybe you've gone to one of those places where they start working your feet or your hands. You're all tired. They push on specific pressure points inside your feet, and all of a sudden you feel energized and regenerated. That's a good example. So the Chinese have developed a methodology based on what they call meridians and points inside the whole body that allow you, by moving these electrical-based systems, they're able to impact a variety of health aspects for you. It's phenomenal, and oftentimes the next level is the Chinese acupuncturist. Well, they'll actually put little tiny needles at very specific points and turn them and do all sorts of things. I've gone to Chinese acupuncturists a lot of times, and I recommend a lot of my clients. They've been able to solve virtually uncurable things. What was said uncurable in traditional medicine, they were able to cure in just a few sessions, and sometimes very serious conditions. So don't underestimate the value of a Chinese acupuncturist. The next thing that you're going to need on your group is what I call a body worker. So a body worker could be someone that deals with, Thai massage, is a great one. I like Thai massage particularly because not only do they work the tissue, they stretch you at the same time. If you check back to our lesson of stretching, it's really good. Take a vacation to Thailand and go get some treatment. It's very inexpensive, and you'll start to realize. But now you're starting to see Thai massage, spring up all over North America because it's so effective. So really great style. You can also go to a rolfer. We talked a little bit about that. A rolfer specifically works with the fascia. So imagine you've seen those chicken breasts or whatever, and you see that little skin over top the chicken breast. Well, that's a fascia, and that's a whole web that goes over your whole body. And over time, we can get buildups and like little wrinkles inside that cause hitches inside the body. The rolfer will go in, and it's kind of like, imagine your bedspread is all wrinkled up. The rolfer goes in and pulls the ends of the sheet, if you will, and smooths out that fascia that allows for better flow of both blood and for your musculature. Very, very good for a rolfer. The next thing you want to look at, or I will say it's a little bit painful, so if you're not like into that, go to deep tissue massage or what's called an RMT. That's a registered massage therapist. Next, we'll go to get this one, electrical modality, I'll just say an EMT, electrical modality technician. Years ago, I had a fellow living with me he ran a technology called the myopulse and acuscope, and this technology literally had the ability to help people regenerate cartilage in the body. I saw people that had no cartilage in their knee. They hooked up this electrical equipment, and then a few weeks later, by regular sessions, all of a sudden they were able to generate. So this is based on electrical. Whoops, let me fix that up. Electrical-based technologies, and these are becoming more and more popular. We'll talk a little bit more of them in some upcoming videos, but there's a whole variety of them, both good, bad, and ugly. But if you get someone that you trust that's performing great results, I highly recommend it. We'll have some. It's one of our further lessons through the BiOptimizer program. The other thing you're looking at is you're going to want a trainer. And again, even if you're just starting out, let's say you're just, you want to lose a little bit of weight, you want to get in shape, hire yourself a personal trainer. Hire yourself a fitness trainer. If you're taking up golfing, hire yourself a golf trainer. Basically, a trainer is a professional in the sport or activity that you wish to engage in. I won't write all the rest, you get it. This, I can't share with you how important that is. So many people I see go to the gym and think they can do it all by themselves, or they get the cookie cutter routine for $5 that comes with your membership or that sort of thing. That's a start, but a lot of the quality of those are not that good. You want to get a high quality trainer and invest in some professional advice to set up a program that works for your specific body, whether it's endurance training, whether it's muscle building, whether it's fat loss, whatever it is. Get a trainer who's qualified in that area. And ideally, the way to always, in all of these, ask for some of their clients. Ask to talk to a few of their clients, what their experience are, that sort of stuff. I was a trainer for years, so I'm definitely partial to that, but I saw the benefits, and I would see people that came for years and years and years that wouldn't invest the time and money into it, and guess what? They stayed right where they were. The next thing that you want is a nutritionist. And we're getting down here on the list. As you can see, this is a big council. I don't know, if you ever saw the movies, that they're all sitting around there at the table and they're all kind of sitting there meditating and they discuss things. You can imagine that with your own group. A nutritionist, this to give you specific nutritional guidelines for your results, your sport, also your metabolism, all of this stuff. Very, very important. Okay? Finally, you can get into psychologist. Get a psychologist. That's not very. I'll take a little drink. Always got to stay hydrated. There we go. A psychologist. I think in today's world, this is really, really important because this allows you to kind of understand what's going on in your unconscious mind. Virtually all top athletes have it. Most top businessmen can really unload a lot of stuff and really help you get to the highest level. So other than that, there's one last person, and I'll call this the muscle tester. And the muscle tester, if you've seen muscle testing done well, it's extraordinary. Done poorly, it's a disaster. So a muscle tester is someone that, you put your arm out, they test whether whether something your body goes strong on or something your body goes weak on. It's a very exact science once you get a good tester and someone out. Self-testing, you can do self-testing, but ideally you want someone who's got a lot of experience from it. You can get a lot of data very quick. I've used a specific muscle tester for years and years and years. I do self-testing. I've learned a lot, but for things that I might have a bias for, I always get help. So that's the basics of your Jedi Council. Of course, there might be specifics that you want to add into it for your own group, but these are the standards that you want to have. So I hope you got some ideas around here. You can start looking around in your phone book. Of course, go to our website. Check out how to find the best person for your Jedi Council. We'll see you on the next lesson.